An accidental meeting. Plummeting through the atmosphere, I wrestled with the controls of my small craft. She was in an unpowered, mostly uncontrolled descent. In the back of my mind, I thanked my father for making me take starship flying lessons. The future queen must be knowledgeable about many things to be a proper leader, I could still hear him saying. 20 seconds to impact, said the ship's computer. Yeah, I know, I growled through gritted teeth. Make yourself useful and run a scan of the planet. Planet Sol 3, local designation Earth. Classification, Death World. Atmosphere, breathable. Inhabitants, 2.6 million species, 1 sapient, Homo sapiens or humans. Temperament, varies. Impact, imminent. Local designation of crash location, Iao. Everything was swimming as I came to. The first thing I noticed was the pounding in my ears. Wait, that's not in my head. It's outside my ship. My blurry vision slowly came into focus. The yacht's wrecked cockpit was in shambles, but intact. The sunlight coming through the cracked and spider-webbed windscreen was blinding, far brighter than the sunlight back home. As I squinted against the piercing rays, I saw the source of the splitting noise. A bipedal creature had hammered a stick of sorts into the latch of the windscreen. With a heave on the far end, the windscreen's latch cracked, and the bulbous canopy slid down toward the creature. It jumped out of the way, seemingly surprised. As it did so, I could make out its attire. Over a pair of blue pants and a checkered shirt was some sort of black vest. On its head, it wore a helmet. Slung across its chest was an odd object. It vaguely resembled a plasma long blaster, but the battery was much larger and on the bottom of the weapon, immediately in front of the trigger instead of above it. Additionally, it lacked any sort of coil system to energize plasma and had no containment field generator to speak of. Another smaller weapon sat in a holster on the creature's upper thigh. I quickly disengaged my pilot's harness and drew my pistol, hoping to get the drop on the creature. But it was as fast as I, whipping its blaster into a shouldered position. "Who are you?" it asked in a commanding tone. The voice was deep and its words sharp. I was taken aback. I didn't know the locals spoke Thraxian. The pronunciation was a little off, but it sounded nearly identical to my native tongue. "You speak Thraxian?" "No, I speak English," the creature responded. It seemed as bewildered as I. The creature lowered its blaster slightly, still careful to keep it pointed at me. It raised its head from aiming down its sights to look at me directly. Its face was masculine, and wisps of brown hair could be seen below its helmet. His skin was tanned, and his build muscular. "Never mind language. I'll ask again. Who are you, and why are you here?" he asked again, this time less forcefully. "I'm Princess Jassa from Thraxia. I was on a diplomatic mission when we were attacked by slavers. I managed to escape in my personal yacht and made a blind escape jump. In the commotion, I didn't realize my engines had been shot out. As soon as I dropped out of warp, I was hurtling through your planet's atmosphere with no engine control. I tried to land her as best as I could, but I gestured with my upper limb to the ship and the trail she had dug through the landscape. Well, you did a hell of a job," said what I assumed to be a human. He lowered his rifle, and I did the same with my pistol. "At least you crashed in a cornfield and not in the middle of town. Are you hurt? I'm Jack, by the way. Hey, I saw you were knocked out in there. Not sure about your physiology, but when a human takes a blow like that, we worry about Look out!" I interrupted him as I noticed one of the slavers' atmospheric scout craft buzz over the nearby line of massive plants.